Ladies and actually, there's probably no ladies. Gentlemen and gentlemen, and maybe like a singular lady. Exciting one today, very exciting. We have a belly that I've been waiting for quite a long time. I didn't think that I would ever be able to get it like firsthand, but it went back into production. So let's get to it. Today we're gonna be talking about the Baikal from Thomas Balisong. The reason I'm so excited about this is not just because I wanted one, but it's gonna be really cool to have more competition in the price range that this sits at again. So for those of you who've been following this hobby for a while, you know that Machinewise kinda got rid of all their budget options. So the Prisma Pro took up the 140, 180 price range. And now that all of it's gone, well, that price range just had one less good belly, which kinda sucks. But now that the Baikal is back, it can fill that void, I think. At least to me, spoilers, I think is like the best Balisong in that price range right now. So like sub 200. So yeah, let's get to it. Before we get to the actual knife, let's go over what's in the box. So as usual, Thomas Balisong includes everything you need. So, with the box open, comes with this really nice pouch. I believe this is the same one as the default in Aragon. Has this nice felt material on the inside. Not much to say, it's a good quality pouch. I'll definitely be using it. We have this little card for the Baikal. 7075 aluminum, Ostan steel. Fine tuning, definitely. Glassy vocals, definitely. Thomas Balisong, yep. The tuning is like spot on, by the way. So, yeah. Little nice cloth. I didn't bother taking it out because it looks nice. I don't want to make it dirty. But he includes a microfiber cloth. Really cool. And lastly, you get the hardware because, you know, it's pretty ridiculous to not like include hardware nowadays. So, hardware and a bit, as well as this cool little fridge magnet, which I believe was designed by I'm Not Aeropo on Instagram, who also designed a bunch of other graphics for a bunch of other Balisongs, people, basically everything. Go check out his stuff, it's really cool. I believe he also made the design for the cloth that the Astra comes with. So, that's really cool. Now let's move on to the actual Balisong. And here it is. This is the green and black Thomas Balisong Baikal. This thing is gorgeous. So the design hasn't changed at all since at least as far as I'm aware, other than the engraving here being a little bit deeper. This thing is pretty much unchanged in terms of the actual design here. So overall, I think the Baikal looks amazing, always did. But the new color options are like sick. So I believe other than this, there was also all black, which is PVD coated, I think, not DLC, so take note of that. There was all black, there's green and black, then there's the rest of them are all like silver blade, so there was, I believe, teal, purple, and green. I think that's all of them. Yeah, they all look sick. So I got a green and black one, it has kind of like a military vibe. Even if not that, kind of just, it's a nice color scheme. Oh, I didn't mean to start flipping it, but yeah, this thing is great. So, before we get to flipping, let's talk about everything, like, other than that. So, other than looks, this thing is tuned, like, perfectly, and I really mean perfectly. For comparison, I have my Sasori from Machinewise, who is known to have like the best tunes in the market, which I still agree with. So here is the Sasori. This is the tune. A tiny bit of wiggle, a tiny bit of play. No problem. Jeez. But I can definitely feel a bit of a wiggle if I do this. No problem. Just a bit of wiggle. But with the Baikal, granted it's new, this is as much as I can push it. I'm using a lot of strength right now. And as for wiggle, but you can't hear it. Like, there's nothing here. Even if it made a sound, you can't really hear it. But there's literally no wiggle. You didn't take my word for it. This is perfect. The tuning on this, perfect. I can't say that this will apply to like every single Baikal, but considering the tuning is something that they state on the card, pretty good chances any Baikals out there is gonna have like the same sick tuning that this has. So tuning's great. And what does that mean? That means this thing sounds insane. So just a little sound test. Yeah, it's like this really nice clack, but I believe the old version just had the clack, and now it kind of also has a little ring that happens when you do certain tricks, which is really cool. So sound-wise, Baikal, sick. Now let's talk about the most important part, flipping. So the Baikal, I think, is a Balisong that you can somewhat compare to the Nobeli's wing. They kind of occupy the same price range. They are quite a bit apart, I guess, because the wing is like 120, this is 160 for full production, which I think is pretty fair considering this is like really high quality stuff. But flipping wise, the wing and Baikal do share some similarities. So they are both like relatively standard, I would say. So no matter what Balisong you usually flip, if you pick up a Baikal, you'll probably be pretty good, or like at least as good as you would be on your regular Balisongs. So flipping wise, Baikal, pretty standard. The thing that I like about it is it kind of carries enough momentum without being super sluggish. So if we take something heavier like the Vixen, it is really good at carrying momentum, but it is super hard to reverse it. So for stuff like ricochets, it's really hard on the Vixen. No, it's not really hard, but it is a bit more tedious. Whereas with the Baikal, even though it carries not a ton of momentum, it carries enough momentum to do tricks like really effortlessly. You can still do ricochets and such very easily. So yeah, the flipping on the Baikal is pretty insane. I can't really elaborate too much because this is just like a first impression, so there's not really much for me to say. I need to spend more time with it. But the Baikal is really interesting. If you've been wanting to pick one up, I highly encourage you to. Oh yeah, one more cool little thing. So while I was flipping the Baikal, I noticed something that I'm not sure whether it was there with the previous Baikal, but it kind of has like a full speed channel on the inside, which is cool. I'm assuming it's to reduce handle weight here, so there's more S weight, there's more N weight comparatively, which is really cool. This is a cool way to do it. I've never seen anything like this before. Usually it's just like a relief up here and then more material here, which there's also a relief here, but I suppose this helps. Really cool stuff. Overall, Baikal, so far, really like it. Flipping's good, sounds good, looks amazing, tune is impeccable. And yeah, I'll spend the next few days flipping the Baikal more. Probably use this as my main flipper for a while. And even if it wasn't for the purposes of a video, it would definitely go in my stand, on my table. Probably replacing my wing. But overall, Baikal, really sick. Look forward to the update video. And yeah, I'll see you guys around. Bye.